back to my channel, Sandy Toe Tarot. My name is Laura. So I'm doing a weekly reading for September 6th through 12th for my air signs. That's going to be Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So I'm just kind of shuffling the cards here. I'm going to use the Herbal Tarot this week. We are still in Virgo season. Virgo is an earth sign, and these cards just kind of, you know, with the herbs, it's just earthy to me. So, what's coming up for the air signs for the week of September 6th through 12th? I'm going to wait for 3 cards to pop out here. I got the Knight of Cups. And then once those 3 cards pop out, we'll get into your reading. Okay. So I got several cards. I'm going to go ahead and take them. I got a 2 of Cups. I got a suspended person. 9 of Wands. 5 of Wands, and interesting, Page of Cups. I think that showed up when I was just showing the cards, so that's interesting. Okay. So I'm going to put the camera down so you guys can see the cards, and we'll get started on your weekly reading for September 6th through 12th. Okay, my lovely air signs. So I have to say there is new relationship all over these cards. So for some of you guys, you got a new relationship coming in this week. Let's talk about these 2 cards first. So we got the 9 of Wands here. And the 9 of Wands is kind of a card of being battle worn. You're a little exhausted. You've taken on too much. You've got too much going on at work. You've got too much going on in your family. People are leaning on you too much. You have just taken on too much. You're exhausted with it. Can be exhausted with so many different things. So I'll just leave that at that for the moment. The Knight of Cups is a card of, Knights are always bringing something into our life. And this Knight has a cup in his hand. Cups are emotions, they're relationships, all kinds of relationships, not necessarily just love relationships, but, or not necessarily just romantic relationships, can be like friendships and can be family relationships too, but it's emotions and relationships. So what the Knight of Cups is kind of literally read as someone is coming into your life and offering you something in the way of love. For women in particular, this is like a young man coming into your life offering you something in the way of romance. In this second section here, we have a 2 of Cups, which is literally the card of a budding romance. A new romance is coming in your life. It's also a card of partnership. So when the other card's supported, it can be like a business partnership or some partnership that you're entering to take on some other kind of endeavor. But with these cards being the way they are, this looks like the beginning of a new romance, and it's a beginning of a new romance that has a lot of promise. It's just the very beginning stages, so there's no telling how it's going to go, right? But it is very promising. The 5 of Wands is my card for competition. It is also a card for conflict. Like you're conflicted internally about something. It can be fighting, but it's like little quarrels. It's not major stuff. So over on this end, we've got the suspended person, which in the Rider-Waite deck is the Hanged Man. So it's kind of like the same meaning for this card. And then the Page of Cups. Pages are they are messengers a lot of times. They can be bringing you a message in relation to a relationship or romance. Can be, you know, like someone sending you a love letter or something, or text these days, right? Who sends a love letter anymore? But the Page of Cups is also the minor arcana card for Pisces. And this also kind of, the pages are, they have something in their hand and they're offering you something. So this is another romance on offer for you. I think that was that way. This card also has a reminder to keep things on the lighter side. Don't forget to have fun. Don't take everything so seriously. Get in touch with your inner child. So when you read like 3 cards like this, which I'm reading them in rows, right? So this is kind of like the past, or what has brought us to this situation, or to where we are today. This is where we're at right now, what's happening now. This is what's coming up in the future, or an outcome for this reading. So I looked at these 2 cards together and I'm thinking, okay, why would someone feel battle worn, feel exhausted, because somebody is offering them something in the way of relationship? And I think the answer is like here. I think that there's competition for your attention. I think there might be more than one here that is you've been dating, or that wants to move the relationship forward into a committed relationship. But I think there are 2, at least 2, that are vying for your attention, and that's kind of where we're at right now. I think you've been a little bit exhausted with it, because it's, you know, it's fun to date around, right? But it can be kind of hard to juggle sometimes. That's a lot of people. That's a lot of, you know, keeping track of what you've told whom, and, you know, it can get exhausting to be such a hot commodity. Let me tell you, your stock is up right now. There are people who want to be in relationship with you. So that's kind of where we're at right now. There is competition for your affection, and they want to move into a real relationship. You are a little bit exhausted with it, like maybe you need to take a time out, take care of yourself for a little bit, and don't worry about this. It's a great problem to have, right? So here's what's coming up. And this is kind of also advice. So a suspended person is just taking a time out from the situation that they're in. They're taking a time out to look at things from a different perspective, to kind of mull things over before they move forward. Sometimes it's an imposed time out, like things are in suspended animation because the universe wants it that way. It's not time to make a decision. It is not time to move forward. You need to take some time out, look at things from a different perspective. This can also be taking some time out to take care of yourself. Like I said, you may be a little bit worn out from all this attention. But to me, with it being with this Page of Cups, this means take a time out to do this, to have fun. Don't forget that life is supposed to be fun. Maybe you make a choice on your relationship based on which one brings you more joy, which one can you have fun with. Because here's the thing. You want to be with somebody that you can call your best friend. At the end of the day, you want to be able to sit down with that person and have a conversation and enjoy their company and have fun. That is very, very important in relationships. You know, the sex is good. There's nothing wrong with that. Having a nice sex life with somebody. There's nothing wrong with having hobbies or interests, the same hobbies or interests, so that you can do things together. But at the end of the day, you come home to your space and you are with that person. So you want it to be a good relationship. You want it to be a fun relationship, somebody that you can really enjoy. So I think that's kind of what this is saying. Take a little time out, look at things from a different perspective, and look at it from the perspective of which one of these relationships give you the most joy. So here's the thing, if this were a personal reading, I would draw some cards to see if we could figure out who these people were. But you know, it's gonna be different for all of you guys. We have cup energy for sure. So those are water signs, fire energy. So the water signs are Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. The earth or the fire signs are Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. So maybe those are like the people that you're dealing with. The only true astrological card we have here, though, is the Pisces card. That's the minor arcana for Pisces. So I think I'm going to leave that, actually. So here's what's happening. You have been dating. You're a little bit exhausted from it because you've been dating several people. There is a lot of competition for your attention right now, and there's more than one person that actually wants to move your relationship into a real committed relationship. You're being asked to, before you make the decision, to take a little bit of a time out, look at things from a different perspective, and maybe go with the one that brings you the most joy, the one that you have the most fun with, the one that at the end of the day you can sit across the table from and just enjoy a conversation. Okay, I'm going to get you some, I like the Sacred Traveler for this reading. I'm going to get you an oracle card from the Sacred Traveler. Okay, for my air signs, what do they need to know? What's the message for the air signs this week? September 6th through 12th. September 6th through 12th. What is the message for them? Oh, nice. I love that card. Look at that. Journey by Midnight. Believe in magic. That's beautiful. There's Pan, fun again. I think that's a big message here. Don't forget the fun. Okay. Journey by Moonlight. Believe in magic. So the Sacred Traveler wants you to know, when the traveler journeys by moonlight, mystical beings emerge and magic abounds in the depth of the enchanted forest. Even though the traveler can't see clearly, he trusts that blessings and support are being showered over him and his life. The key to having miracles transpire in your life is to believe in magic and trust that you are supported by unseen beings in accordance with your higher good. Nice. Believe in the magic, you guys. I love that. And again, that is Pan, and the message of Pan was, don't forget to have fun. Don't forget to believe in the magic. Go out and play. That's also the message of this card, but it's Pisces too. Actually, when I was reading that, what that said, this reminded me of the moon, like the fanciful moonlight and the moon card in the tarot, which is also a Pisces card. So for some reason, I think Pisces plays a big part in some of my air sign week this week. Pisces might play a part. Okay, so that is all I have for you guys. Until next time, I'm sending you lots of light and love. Namaste.